Hey guys, what is going on? DaBoki here once again. It is time for a little Maplestory video. I am here on Baki Choi training it out, and I thought I'd go ahead and do a little Totemless Talks. Since the totems are gone now, and I don't really know what to name this series at the moment, I thought I'd call this just Totemless Talks. Pending name at the moment, and it's been a little while since my last video, so I thought I'd go ahead and film a little video here, a little catch-up video, since I just got back to Colorado a few days ago. If you guys were keeping up with my vlogs and previous videos, I was out on the road for a little bit, I think almost a month. First I went to Utah for snowboarding, which was incredible, and then I drove over to Las Vegas to hang out with my brother since he lives there now, and I stayed there for a few weeks. And that was just an incredible time as well, and it was really nice being out, but also it's really nice being back in Colorado. It's just something about Colorado that will always feel like home to me, you know, especially when I'm out for a long period of time, like on a road trip, and I'm driving back and I see the welcome back to Colorado, the colorful Colorado signs. I get like really emotional for some reason. It's just like a very warm, cozy hug that I feel like is like embracing me as I'm coming back into the borders of Colorado. There's something about it. But yeah, experience out, man. It was a good time. It was a good time going out. First time staying in Utah. Salt Lake City. I went out there a few times for camping, like Moab, those big red arches, if you guys ever seen those around, and I camped in a site called, I think, Soldier Creek with a few friends, which was really fun, but I've never really gotten to stay in the city, and I gotta say, if you guys have not checked out Salt Lake City, do so. It is a really nice city, super fresh, clean, it feels very outdoorsy. It's got like a nice outdoorsy feel to it, because like I think it's surrounded by mountains, which you guys know I love mountains, and it's got a lot of nice things around, so check that city out. After that, I drove over to Las Vegas, which was pretty interesting this time around. Usually my Las Vegas trips are not like this. You guys maybe have experienced Vegas yourselves. It's kind of a place where you don't want to stay more than like 3 days, because first, it's just super expensive, and the amount of like things that you're just absorbing and experiencing is like, it's too much sometimes, you know. You can only take it in small dosages, but I ended up staying there for almost 3 weeks because my brother lived there, and it was really cool getting to kind of experience the other side of Las Vegas. I got to take a few hikes, which was nice. I want to kind of show you guys a clip here if I can, but I took like a hike. I think this was called Las Vegas Lake. It was some canyon. There's a lot of canyons in Las Vegas, and it was really awesome because I got to do a little bit of like off-trail rock scrambling with my brother. So we kind of climbed this mountain face or canyon face a bit, and when we got up there, we found a little hole that someone is like living in, it seemed like. Kind of fun stumbling upon someone's little abode. The views there were really pretty, and really enjoyed our time out. I wouldn't ever imagine myself going hiking in Las Vegas, so that was really cool, like having that opportunity to do so, because you know, when you go to Vegas, again, you don't really have that much time, and you're trying to see everything, go see all the shows, eat the buffets, maybe go hit up the casinos or whatever you're trying to do while you're out there, go get married really quick, you know, Las Vegas activities. But I got to go hiking, which I was like, whoa, and then I got to go grocery shopping. I was like, whoa. I mean, just like a simple thing like grocery shopping, I just was kind of, it was a whole adventure for me. You know, when you're doing like what the locals do, if you go to a Costco on a Sunday, all right, and that's exactly what I did. I straight up went to a Costco on a Sunday, and that was like, I feel like a local. I feel like I am part of this city. I know what it feels like to be a Las Vegasian, but it was pretty hectic, man. Las Vegas Costco's on a Sunday, they ain't no joke. I mean, I think nowhere on a Sunday with Costco is a joke, but it was fun just being able to do some normie tasks around events in Las Vegas. I did get to go and experience the strip life, though. The strip life, that sounds so odd when I say it that way. The Las Vegas Strip. I didn't do any gambling this time, but I did get to go eat some good foods. I did get to go to a restaurant called Best Friends, which was really nice, and it was by a chef called Roy Choi. I think he's pretty well known in the culinary world. My brother is like a really big fan of him. I don't really know him too much. I just know him through my brother, but my brother was really excited to get to try out Roy Choi's restaurant. The restaurant was really cool, really unique. I totally recommend you guys check out this restaurant if you guys are in the area. It's at the MGM Grand Hotel, I believe, and it is just a little restaurant in the casino. But like when you step into it, it's kind of like a convenience clothes store setup. So there's clothes, there's like clothing racks, and then there's like a little convenience stand, and that's kind of where you eat also, is like at the bar there. If you don't have any reservations, that's where you go. And then if you do have reservations, you go like into the back exclusive area, which I didn't take any pictures of, but I did go wander back there. They have like a live DJ back there, and it's like super nightclubby style, and the front of the restaurant looks like it's very different. It's like you're going almost to a speakeasy when you go through the place, but it's really fun. The restaurant itself though, like the front of the restaurant, the place where I sat down and ate, it had a really nice charm to it. I mean, it had like a messy clean feel to it. They had stickers like plastered all over the place. It was like a very homey vibe, I think, that they were going for, something that was nostalgic. I think a lot of nostalgia was hitting me when I was in that restaurant. And I'm sorry, this is a random picture of water that I took, but you can kind of see the stickers there. Okay, story on the water. I have a friend, his name is Brad, and Brad is very into water, and I learned this when we were in Utah because he was on the Salt Lake City trip with me. I never knew that you can get so deep with water, but like he rates the restaurant's waters, and he will rate the water. I've never rated water before, but he has like a scale that he'll like kind of, I guess, calculate how good the water is, you know, depending on if the water is from the tap, how fresh the tap is, if it's purified, how much ice is in the water, and like how easy the water is to drink. There's a lot that goes behind it, and I never knew that water could be watered down, but apparently watered down water is a thing. Now hear this, okay? It makes sense after I explain it. So let's say they use like a purified water for their water, and then their ice cubes were made from the tap water, and then the ice cubes melt, and then it kind of waters down the water in a way. It makes the purified water not purified, and you can actually taste it. Like I thought he was, you know, maybe a little extra or something, kind of thinking about it, but I was on board with it. Like I could tell when water was good. You know, there's like a different taste in water sometimes, like that metal taste maybe, but like when the water is just tasteless, it's prime, it's good. And let me tell you, Salt Lake City had amazing water, like 8 to 9 out of 10 water, just like from the tap, because their tap was so fresh and clean. Las Vegas, I'm sorry Las Vegasians, I'm gonna have to rate your water, your tap water, at like a 4 or a 3. It's lacking. All right, your tap water is not very fresh, but you guys do some extra work with what you guys got, so kudos to that. You guys got some good purifying systems though, and you guys make your water work, but like just straight from the tap, it just ain't working there. It's not doing it. Anyways, back to the Wait, I was gonna call it the boyfriend restaurant. Best friend restaurant. Oh man. Restaurant was good. It was tasty. The water was okay. You know, I think the cup was really cute. They overdid it with the ice, but the water was purified. They went above and beyond to not just pull it from the tap, and they got some good water. So that's why I took a picture of the water and I sent it over to Brad, because I wanted him to be impressed with my water rating skills. The food though, which you guys are probably more interested in, the food was tasty. I got like a pork bowl, which I think was like a fusion of something. The pork was amazing though. It's kind of got that extra fat to it. So if you guys are more of a texture person and like don't like those jigglies, you guys may not like it, but I really enjoyed it because I do like my pork fat. Like I like my bacon bacony, you know, especially if I'm eating with rice. I think it's just delicious. It was pretty simple though. I went pretty simple with this because I will also say the restaurant is not cheap. And that's the thing too, man. Las Vegas food, it's not cheap. It will get you. All right, how many of you guys, when you go to a restaurant though, all right, be honest with me, you guys are not ready to spend? You go to a restaurant, you skim the menu, you see an entree that costs $78, and then your eyes will just skip the rest of the menu and go straight to the appetizers, and you're thinking, I'm just gonna get appetizers tonight for dinner. I think that's fine. And I'll get just the calamari, the 2-piece calamari for $17. Just put extra batter on that, extra breading. I don't even need a taste of squid anymore. The restaurant was pricey a little bit, so I was trying to go a little bit light on what I was getting. I wasn't really there to prepare to spend, but I did want to experience it a bit. My brother was the one that was treating me, so he was like, just go all out, get whatever you want. But I'm like, bro, this is like a $48 hot pot is what it's saying right here. They're bringing a hot pot to your spot. Like I don't need that right now. I went with some of the cheaper dishes, but I also wanted to try out some things, so I got that. I got a kimchi lada, which is like a michelada. I love micheladas, and there was a kimchi lada, which was their take on a michelada. Pretty tasty. I enjoyed it. And then they got some sort of, I think, bulgogi taco, which again, another fusion food, which I didn't mind it too, but I am a little bit picky with my tacos. I will tell you this, I think less is better with tacos. I like my tacos where they're a little bit cleaner and they're simple and clean. I just like my traditional street tacos where you got your corn tortilla, the carne asada, you got the cilantro and onions, and then the lime, and then a good like house salsa maybe on top. It's just really simple. You don't gotta overdo it with the fancies, the gold flakes, the sauteed onions. No, you just keep it simple and clean for me. I mean, there are times where I do like to kind of go all out, and I think I got traumatized one time when I was eating first time out in Virginia. I had a craving for tacos. Friends and I went out for tacos. We're trying to find some just good old street tacos, so we Googled, street tacos near me, and Bar Taco showed up. Bar Taco. I never heard of the place before. Apparently it's like kind of a chain, like a chain restaurant, and people know about Bar Taco. I had no idea, but it sounded cool. It sounded like a place where you can get some drinks, a bar, and you get some tacos, a taco. But it was way more than that. The tacos had a dress code there. All right, they were dressed up. When I saw the taco, it was like the duck flamboy taco for $12. I'm like, is that coming with 12 tacos? It was one taco. And I knew I was making a mistake when I ordered a Fat Tire beer, and it costed $15 for one beer. I was like, okay, you guys must think I'm like super cheap. No, there's time to spend. I'm telling you, there's time to spend. But like when I'm not prepared to like make that, and I just want something a little bit more run down and rustic, that's kind of what I'm feeling. I sometimes feel like the money blinds the taste of food, like the price of it. And it's just, we get lost so much in the nitty gritties of it, where I just kind of want something a little bit more simple. I'm in the mood for something a little bit more simple. Back to Best Friends restaurant. It was good. You guys check it out if you guys are in Vegas, MGM Grand. Try it out. Go explore. At least just go step into the restaurant. It's really cool. Something that really stuck out with me though in Las Vegas, just in general, was the hospitality. People go above and beyond to serve you. They make you feel really good that you're spending your money there in that establishment. And that is something that I was very impressed by. I'm not talking about just like the service on the strip in like the casinos and wherever the buffets are. I'm talking about just like your everyday Las Vegas life. It just felt like people were there to serve you and made you feel like you were very important. And it was a nice feeling. I think 90% of my service that I had in Las Vegas like really stood out to me. Like, wow, this is A+ service, and I am super impressed. And the other 10% of the service that I thought was like mediocre, it was just like normal service. The reason why I just say it just didn't stand out, like it was the service I get here in Colorado, which I take pride of people here in Colorado. I think we're super nice and kind overall in this state, but like Las Vegas hospitality was on a different level. My buffs are running out, and I feel like I talked about something, nothing. I don't know what I talked about. I think I just complained a lot about expensive foods pretty much in this Totemless Talks, but I had a good time. I had a really good time in Las Vegas, and it was incredible just getting to go out and explore. I think I also did realize something as well, and I'm like gonna talk about my whole now life learning experience in the last minutes here of this Totemless Talk. So when I get asked if I am more of a leader or a follower, I say follower. And if you guys know me and have been around, you guys know that I like to follow. I'm actually very proud on like how well I can follow instructions, and if like, especially if the leader or my mentor is someone that I respect and really look up to, if they give me a task, I will do it really well, and I will go like above and beyond to complete the task. And I think I do a very good job of completing tasks and whatever I'm given. So I always kind of viewed myself as like a follower. But this recent trip to Las Vegas made me kind of realize something. Is I do really like to follow, but I think it's very important to take lead for your life, like in your own life. I think that's a really important thing to do. And I say this in a way of like, I think we should always be in a leadership role when it comes to making decisions for our life. We shouldn't follow others to make decisions for us. Especially when we're making life decisions and we're trying to kind of lead our life, I think we really need to step into that leadership role. And I realized this because I took a walk to a light in Las Vegas, and this was a video I filmed. It was a really random vlog where I saw a light in Vegas and I wanted to go take a walk to it. It was like pretty far away. I mean, this Las Vegas, the lights are just insane. You can see them from miles away. So I made a goal for myself to go do this task and go walk to this light. And then when I got there, I went and did some various activities. I bar hopped a little bit and checked out some restaurants by myself, and it was an amazing time. And I love doing those sort of solo adventures. I really like to go take trips by myself or go camping by myself. And me doing this made me realize is I'm kind of forcing myself to be in a leadership position when I'm by myself, because when I'm with others, I'm pretty passive. I don't really like to take charge. First of all, like I'm down for anything. You guys probably hear that a lot. What do you want to eat? Oh, anything. What do you want to do? Anything, man. I'm down for anything. But really, I am down for anything. And it's really hard for me to make a decision when I'm with others, because maybe I think also in the back of my mind, they want to do something, they have an agenda, and also it's like less responsibility and pressure if like the thing I choose isn't fun or desirable. Like, that's okay, because if they choose something that's not fun or desirable, it's fine by me. I think just me being out and about is fun, but it's hard for me to like, I guess, put myself in that mindset when I'm with others also. So it's hard for me to take charge and lead. And I think that's just like a lot of things. It doesn't even have to be like fun outings or events. It could just be like work things, decisions like, or cooking. So when I put myself into these positions where I am by myself, I'm forcing myself to make decisions and putting myself into that leadership role. And I didn't really realize this until just recently, like where I'm like, yeah, I am the one that's making decisions and it feels good. And it's almost preparing me and giving me practice to make life decisions, because I can't depend on anyone else to make life decisions for me. I need to be confident in myself to be able to make these life decisions and lead my life, because there's not going to be someone that's always going to be telling me what to do. I need to tell myself what to do and how to do it. So when I do these solo trips and I'm out and about by myself, every decision I make, I am making that executive decision, and I am the one that's pulling the trigger on those decisions. And I learned a little bit more about myself on why, or like parts of why I do enjoy just being by myself and experiencing things on my own. I'm not influenced by another party, which I realized also I'm influenced really easily. And I think that's just a whole nother topic that I can get into. And I don't want to make this video too long, because I saw my buffs already ran out a while ago, and this is a very long Totemless Talks. But I appreciate you guys listening to my little rants and random adventures and experiences. I just really value this time that we have together as well. 71% on Baki Choi. A nice little training session today, if I may say so myself. Thank you so much for watching though. Much love, guys. Next adventure, I do want to use this Burninator. No promises though that this is going to actually be used. It may expire, but I do have like some characters that I want to make and just try to push to 200 to kind of give a feel and experience. So stay tuned for that. Some other random vlogs and cooking stuff, of course. But thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Much love, one love. This has been DaBoki, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Goodbye.